Hello, hi, welcome back to Success Automation. Playwright with JavaScript. And in this series, I'm going to talk about the AP testing by using Playwright with JavaScript. So this is the third video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to do the post request by sending the JSON data from the another folder. So in last video, I just hard coded the JSON data inside the post request, whereas in this video I'm going to talk about how to create the JSON file and create the folder and call in the spec file. So whenever you do the post request, you need to send the data. So post request is nothing but creating a record. So whenever you want to create a record, you required um, some data to be sent. So based on the services created, post service created, based on that you need to send the data. So in this example, I just took a very simple booking application, um, open service application or service, where you doesn't require any headers, it doesn't require any authentication, all that stuff. In the coming series, I'm going to talk about how to do the headers, sending header information as well as the authentication data. This is an open service. So first thing is I'll move to the Visual Studio. So first thing what you need to do is just go to the Playwright config file, config.js. So here you need to update here. If you go slowly, this Playwright config.js file, in this there are different things are there. Your test folder. So this is your test folder where we have updated the spec file, and the other things I don't want to explain all those things. And even in the use section, you need to put the base URL. So as you know, there will be a base URL and an endpoint in each and every API. So this is the base URL. So you need to update the base URL inside the playwright.config.js file. You have to remember this. Without this, you cannot. Without the base URL, you cannot do the post request. Next is I'll go to the um, spec file. Before going to the spec file, I just want to show how to create the folder. So generally, whenever you want to create the folder, people generally click here and try to do the folder creation. No, just click here, and here if you go here, new file, new folder. So you need to click the new folder, and you can give here test data to any folder name you can give. It will come under this main module. So you have to click this and click here new folder, then it will come here. Generally some people will do click here and try to create the folder here, test data sub folder. So if you see here, this folder is created not inside the main root folder, it is created inside this. So you should not do that mistake. You select this one and click on this and it will create. So like that, I don't want to use this one, so I'll delete this. So I created the test data folder. If you see, I already created the test data folder. Inside that, I created a booking.json file. So whenever, as in our post request, we are sending the data in a JSON format. So that's the reason I created the JSON file. So JSON file how we can create is just do give the file name .json. So to create this, you select this one folder and go here, new file. So something post booking.json. Any name you can give like this. It will come under inside this test data folder. So like this, I created this booking.json file. JSON file. So I don't want to just for demo. I created this. I'll delete this one. I don't want. I want this one. This test data folder. Under that there is a booking.json. Inside this, I have updated with the JSON. So the JSON which we are going to pass in the post request, I just put or updated in the JSON. So remember this, the JSON file will start with the flower bracket, end with the flower bracket, and these are the key value. There is one first name, last name, total price. So key value, you have to keep the data or update the data or create the data in the key value format, as well as you can create the key with the multiple data also you can do. So these are all depend upon your post request how they are created. In this form, in that format only you need to use. You cannot use as you like. How the post service is created based on that you need to use. And another key is additional needs breakfast. So this is our booking.json file. So now I'll go to the example.spec file. Here what we need to do is we need to call this booking.json file. How to call? So create the object booking detail or something, anything you can do, some object name, booking detail, and require. As I have updated or put JSON booking.json inside the test data folder here. See here. So this is booking.json file inside the test data folder. So what you need to do, you need to put the two dots. That means the booking.json file inside this test data. You need to put the two dots here. So that's the reason I have just put the two dots, because it is the JSON file is inside the test data folder. If your booking.json file is here in the test folder, you no need to give the two dots. Just give one dot and just give the booking.json. The better way is put the always put the test data or whatever the data you require, create a folder and put. So like that I have followed this. The next one is I created one test here to create a booking by using the post call. So what here in this service, what I am doing, I am creating the I'm doing the post service. Post service, as you know, post call, it will create the record. So here the response object await, and this you need to give a request. This request I am using here request as post. Okay, and this is the endpoint. Booking is an endpoint, and we did not given the base URL here because it will pick from the here. It will pick the base URL from here. Okay, this is one way of doing. In the second way I'll tell you later, but in this video I'm just covering this. Now the data. So whenever you want to send the data, in the data key you need to pass the data. This data, this object I'm getting from here. This booking detail have this booking JSON data. Whatever the booking.json file have the data, it will be stored here. That I am passing. After that, the normal validation. I'm just Here I'm getting the response. What is the response? Like I'm just console.log. The below is post call a response. Okay, I'm just putting this one on the console to display. So after this, again I'll put here, update it here. So this is the below is the post call response. So I'm getting the response from the post service. Whatever the service I'm hitting, the post service, it will give the response. So that data I'm displaying here. So to make it clear, to look good, I'm just putting that dash dash. And there is a another method to be trusty. This method also very important. This method is, if you go to the Playwright, this method make you that it's a trustworthy or not, or is it a junk call or something you want to check. You have to use this one. Just use this one. Mm. So let it be. I'll explain the next session. Now, if you go here, I'm checking the status code of the response. So as you know, 200 is a response code when you hit a proper proper server, and um, so that's a positive 200. Like if you get other than 200, that means um, 300 series or 400 series, that's a different story. So now you need to validate whether it is hitting the proper server or not. So this is 200. After that, um, I'm creating one variable response body. You can give any name here, and response.json. Whatever the response.json, it is getting the data. That data I'm storing in this response body. So by using this response body, I'm validating the data. So if you see our booking.json file, it has a first name as Imtiaz, last name as Sheikh. So these are the two fields. The other things are also there. I just want to validate these two things. So how we can validate? Expert is like you have verify response body dot booking to have property. What is the property? First name. First name is the property. If you see here, this is the property key and this is the data. So I'm just validating whether it is giving the first name Imtiaz and last name as a Sheikh, and the total price. What is the total price here? If you see here, the total price is 311 and deposit paid is true. So these are all I'm just validating to make sure whether it is hitting the proper service, and whatever the response we are getting for the first service, I'm validating. So this is all about the today's test. Okay, it's very simple. So don't do any mistake like giving single dot or three dots. You need to give two dots here because we have created the folder inside that we have put. So generally people do the mistake here. And The other things are very straightforward. So quickly I'll run the program. First I'll clear and npx playwright test. So it trying to hit and the get it. So I'll show you the response what it is giving. See, as I have written here, the below is the post call response. What are the text given here? It displaying here, and I just put the some line here, so it displaying line. And what is the response body? What it is returning? It is this. How we are getting by using the response.json. Response.json will give the whatever the response it is post post request giving. So this is the data it's giving. After that, I'm validating this one. This we can see in this report. Just copy this one, npx playwright show report. Just put it here. It will open the browser and it will display the result. So if you see here, so whatever we did, it is coming here. So we are validating the to be trusty, to be okay, JSON response property, this first validation, second validation, third validation, fourth, all these validations, it is giving the data. This is how you can do the post service by using the JSON data which is there in the another folder. Instead of hard coding is instead of hard coding in the last video, I have updated the JSON here. You should not do like that. That is a wrong. That's not a good practice. You can do it, but it won't look good because you want to update different JSON files. So if you hardcode it is very tough to update. So better to put in create object and that object you pass it here. This is how you can do. So I'll take this code as well and I'll put it here so that you can have a clear idea. So this is all about today's video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share my videos to your friends. And if you watch from the beginning, from the part one, this is the part three. So I'm going to release lot of videos based on the API testing. So this is the third video. In the next video, I'm cover the other things. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.